Yes, sir. Can you start, sir?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so once you load the information, everyone must be able to see this. If you print the intents, clear the console. Okay, this is how the JSON format would be printed if at all you write intents here. So these are this format that you're seeing is a string format. It is considered as a JSON string. Okay, so as I told you, first of all, you need to convert your data into a form which your Python will be able to understand, right? So a JSON can be converted not into an array. The equivalent form of JSON in Python is a dictionary. So JSON conversion to a dictionary. Okay. To do that, you need to use a very simple function, and this function basically belongs to this JSON module. In line number 4, you imported one module, right? JSON module. So you just need to write this. Okay. So we already wrote it here. JSON.loads of data file, it will get converted into a dictionary. So intents is a dictionary of data set. Okay. Right. So in this dictionary, can anyone send me any example of a dictionary, a Python dictionary syntax? Ping on the chat. So I want everyone to see these outputs. If at all you missed it in the morning, compare the syntax of a dictionary in Python with this. Okay. So now we will take this dictionary called intents and we are going to modify it. For those who don't know what a dictionary is, how it looks like, I will show you one example. So dictionary is like characterizing something. Means, let us say you want to write about a student. Sharanya ma'am, I think I already shown you how to import keras, right? In the morning session. I'll show it again. You can execute that. So student name, let's say I have student name. So this is the kind of syntax that you will have. So this is the syntax on of how you basically define a dictionary. If at all you want to print anything from the dictionary, you write print student of. Okay, this is how it works. This is called a key value pair. The left side one is called a key. The name is called a key, and the value of the key is Kishan. That is value. Key hyphen value pair. Your JSON also looks like the same. And you can also store an array inside this dictionary. Actually, you can see it is a dictionary is a combination of various different data types, which is formatted in a key value format. Okay, you can actually store an array also. This is the format of a dictionary. There is a reason why I had to explain that, because now we are going to perform dictionary processing. Before going there, whoever getting KRS error, module not found, named KRS, follow this procedure. Go to start. Go to start. Write Anaconda prompt. Go to Anaconda prompt. Open that command prompt. And in this command prompt, you need to run a command. I just sent you on the chat. Have a look at it. I sent you a command. Check that once. Put this command here and hit on enter. Then it will install the module, the complete Keras module. Keras is used in deep learning.
Raven,
Yep.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Anaconda, the command is not working, sir. My prompt, Anaconda prompt,
Okay. What is it showing?
PAP is installed because it's solving for this environment. Again, we rotation from this symbol. But I moved to PAP command.
No, don't use PIP. Use Conda, because sometimes PIP won't support. That's why.
But
Are you getting solving? Okay, it got stuck or what? Are you getting?
error command will be occurring in this one.
Okay, can you show your command prompt once? Just show
Yes.
me. I want to see which error you're getting.
Right.
So when we are running this command, it will ask you proceed yes or no. Okay, when you run that command, you will see something like this: proceed y and n, write y and hit on enter. Then it will show downloading and extracting packages, and it will extract every package. If you think the process is stuck, or if it is nothing is happening, try to run it again, it will work. It's better you type the command than copy pasting it. Type the command, entire command, and hit on enter. Okay, check that once. Okay, how long is it happening, sir? The same solving environment?
More than 1 hour. 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Going on for this one.
Close it and try to run it again. Open the prompt and run it. Try to run it again. If anyone else's process is stuck for more than 5 minutes or at least 2 minutes, try to run the command again. Normally, Keras installation takes time. It also depends on our internet connectivity, because the package is very huge to download. Sir, can you try writing the command? Okay, I think it started.
And myself, I have installed with the PIP.
Okay, is it working? Are you still getting module named error?
Okay.
Okay, you installed using PIP, right?
Yes, sir. Everything will be installed properly. I will already be running for your program, sir. Keras and
Okay, then
TensorFlow.
yeah,
Everything will be.
share that command on the chat. I think other people can also run it.
Yes, yes. I will type it.
Yeah, put that command in the chat. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, you guys please run those codes and check it. I'll reshare my screen. So now let us see the dictionary processing, how you need to process your dictionary. So this structure is very important, the ones that we are seeing here. So the actual key value, if you observe something, I told you that there will be a key value pair. Key is the left hand side one and value is the right hand side one. That is the data structure of your dictionary. Okay. So if you observe your JSON, look here carefully. I'm minimizing everything. This data structure is very important. If you don't understand this data structure, you won't understand the operations that we are doing. Okay. See, What did you observe here? Intents is the key, and it is with a box here, like an array. So the data type of intents is an array, and in this array you have multiple objects. If you open object number one, each and every object again have a key value, a string value, key value, an array value, key value, array, key, and array. That is a data structure. Okay. So now I want to go inside this intents and I want to grab the information of patterns and responses. First of all, what is patterns? Patterns, this data is nothing but the possible ways a customer can message you. A customer can message, see, it is different, right? So, various different customers. If you're a hospital, let's say, and you built a chatbot, if you are chatting with them, not every person will say hi always, right? Some say hello, some say hi, some say nothing, some send emoticons and all. So some may just start with greeting you, right? And but your responses are fixed, isn't it? Your responses can be fixed, or even you can make them dynamic. They may change also. So here the greeting pattern, I have hola, hey, hello, good day. Is anyone there and all? These are all the patterns that I want to identify, and responses I want to give are hello, thanks for asking, and there are various other ways. Good to see you again. Hi there. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to bring out this information. So now a question for you. What is, if at all I write intents of intents. Now can anyone tell me what is the data type of this? I want the data type of this. Is it a dictionary? If at all, let's say I wrote x equal to intents of intents. What is intents? That is a dictionary name, and this is the key name. Then what is the, now what is the data type of x? Look at it and tell me. You look at the data and tell me now what do you think is the data type here? Can anyone answer? No idea. See, it is very clear. If you look at the, open the intents file. See, what we did was you assign this complete value from this curly brace to the last curly brace. This is a dictionary. You assign this value to this intents. Intents is a variable. So I took intents, and inside that I'm accessing the key value, which is another intents. What is the value of this intents? It is starting with the square bracket, means it is an array. So intent of intents is an array. Okay. So this is an array data type. Now what I'm going to do is, can I write loop on an array? In the last program also we did this. I'm writing one loop on this array. So let's write a for loop. So I will put a for loop here. For intent in intents, see if you change the value of this, is this understood? I'm writing for intent in intents means in every iteration, what would be the, can anyone tell me what would be the value of an intent? You can actually see this by printing intent. Data processing is the key when implementing an algorithm. That is what machine learning is, and that is why I was stressing on from yesterday. Oh man. Just a second, guys. Let me use VS Code. Spider isn't working. You can continue using Spider, not a problem. It is not, the files are not getting saved actually. That's why I'm using it. So I got these intents, and I'm writing for intent in intents. For every intent that we got, if at all you write print intent, write this and run this code. Then it will show, it will basically print every element. Here, every element that iterates is this one. This is one element in the array. This is an array of objects. That is the actual data type of it. So intents of intents is a array of multiple objects. And again, each and every object is having something called a pattern. If at all I want to retrieve the information, okay, it is running, let it run. Okay, see, it is basically running. My command prompt is running. Okay, let me, if anyone is facing this issue, no such file or directory intents.json, it means it is not able to, retrieve this file. Just make sure this code is saved in chat build. Okay, let us see whether it is running or not. Okay, it is not. It is not able to find. Anyone facing this issue? Intents.json is not found. Let me know if you are facing it. Let me check why we are getting this problem. Intents is already available, so and let's check the format. Yeah, it is in JSON format only.
The specific location, sir. You can go to paste the specific location of the.
Not needed actually. If both are in the same folder, so it should be able to get it. Close the spider. Vimali, what is the error? Okay. Okay, let me check again. It is running in the chatbot build only. Intents.json. Let me give the root and try. Yeah, it is loading. If I'm using the root, actually, ideally, it should, even if you give the file name, it should work because it is in the same folder. Do one thing, um, go to the folder, select, just click on intents and take the root of it. Take the root directory and put this command. Let me send you the revised code. Share it on the link. The link I sent you. So try to observe the output that you're getting. It will print element by element. See, it is printing one element, that is tag. So it is printing continuous objects, means you're taking object by object inside the loop. All right. So now what I want to do is, okay, first get the output, observe the output. then we will see, we will basically write a double loop here. Okay, we're going to write a double loop. Okay. Please report the issues here if at all anyone is getting issues. I hope everyone is able to get that intents.json imported. All right. So I'm writing a double for loop here to extract the patterns out. So for these intents, for pattern in patterns. So what does this mean is Now, what is patterns here? The value that you extracted here, if you run this, look at the structure. First of all, you retrieved the intents, you got the array, then you retrieved object by object. What is patterns here? Patterns is an array with all the possible responses that a customer can send you. Okay, that is identified as a pattern. So you're taking one pattern at once. Did you understand this? If you just print it, now see what happens. If I print pattern, just execute this, everyone, you will see some output. See what it prints. You will understand which kind of information we are trying to extract. Okay, you will basically see an array. So let's see what happens here. What is it saying? Patterns is not defined. Okay, let's see why. Anyone getting patterns is not defined? This is the reason why you didn't get it. Pattern is a key value. So you take one intent at once. So one intent at once, and inside each and every intent, just modify this code to this. Now see how many patterns will get printed. You will see something called each and every time you will see an array getting printed. Array or a word. Tell me whether it is printing strings or arrays. If you run this, you will see what it prints. Okay. So when I take one pattern, see what is it printing? If you see here, it prints word by word. It is taking statement by statement. Okay. This is how we are dividing the information. And for every statement that we are having here, what I am trying to do is listen carefully. Don't write the code. I'll give you the code later. Just listen to this. So what I'm trying to do here is there is something called tokenization. I'll show you how tokenization works. Okay, it will just divide the statement into multiple words. So I'm going to tokenize each and every word, and I'll create a variable called W. W means word. See, basically, I'm breaking a dictionary into array into words, array into statements. Sorry, array into statements, statements into words. Because the reason is you need to understand the words when you try to send this information to the training algorithm, because your training algorithm will understand everything in words only. Okay, so W is equal to nltk dot word underscore tokenize. This is the function. This is a default function of the natural language processing. All right. Word underscore tokenize is a function which will convert a statement into multiple. It will break down a statement into multiple words. And what does it tokenize? See, where are your statements now? Your statement is in a every statement means this one. I'm talking about this statement. Let's say nice talking to you. It will take this and it will tokenize this information by writing pattern. Okay, and we write words dot. Now tell me what is the purpose of this? Is a generic function. What does extend do? What is the functionality of dot extend? Anyone? What does it do in Python? Dot extend and write W. And finally, see how words are getting formed. Print words. Execute this and check the output. Okay. So next, what we are trying to do is now at the end, what you basically see, uh, what you see is here. Let me show you the output, the kind of output that you need to get. See, it will create a huge array with all the words that a customer can use. Okay, it will take all these, each and every word a customer can use when they try to chat with you. All right. Now, what we are trying to do is you need to create and group the words into uh, based on the intent. Now, the reason why, what is the literal meaning of intent? Intent is nothing but, with what intention the customer is trying to text you. Is he angry? Is he greeting you? Is he happy? Is he saying thanks to you? All these, right? If someone talks to you, how do you understand how they are talking to you? Like, if they are being respectful, their tone will be different, the words that they use will be different, right? That is how we are, by default got programmed ourselves biologically, that to identify how people are talking to you, how you are able to understand how someone is communicating with you, right? So here what I'm trying to do is, I have this bunch of words, of all the possible words that customers can use. Did you understand something? It is just like you organizing your, you learning grammar now. That's it. You need to teach grammar to your computer. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, I'll take this whole bunch and I will divide these words based on the intent. Means what? If at all a person is saying good morning, which kind of words you may identify from the customer in the customer message. So I'll be grouping it based on it. So this is how I would write. Okay, words dot send of W, because this data preprocessing is pretty important. And if you remember, I made one array here, documents. Documents is just like grouping all the words of the customer based on the intent. So what am I appending here? I'm going to create a tuple we created before with every word, okay, every word that I have, and intent of that particular tag. Intent of tag. What does intent of tag will represent? Tag is nothing but, if you check this uh, JSON, what is tag? Tag is nothing but the kind of conversation it is. So now I'm breaking all these words into hi, there, how are you, and all these, and I'm tagging them to the type of their message. This data I already got from the database. Okay. Nowadays, most of the chatting applications that we are using, they use all the chats that we make. They use it a lot for the to train the machine learning models. Okay, that is why they give you all these messages for free. Even your Facebook Messenger is not encrypted, right? So Facebook can actually read all these messages. To retrieve this kind of information, they take all the data and give everything to you for free. So documents.event w comma this tag. Okay. So here now, this time print documents. Everyone please go on mute. Some background noise. So print the documents and run it once. Observe the kind of information that you are getting here. I'm seeing one of the participant is not on mute. It's creating some noise. Please check your mics.
Ready.
Students, please unmute yourself. Who is that person? PGECAS. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, so just try to print that value. See, then what will happen is try to observe this information. For every statement, okay, every statement is getting divided into words, and all these words are formed into an array, and that array is kept in a tuple with the tag there. I want everyone to, guys, if you are not seeing the outputs, there is no point of you to be here. Okay, because if you are not retrieving the outputs means you don't understand which kind of word processing we are doing here. Okay, so we initially tokenized the information and then we added the words, and then we are appending the kind of intent or the tag to it. Okay, that is documents dot append. Yesterday, if you remember, we implemented one if plus for condition. So now what I'm doing is if intent of the tag, actually I'm making one more array. If you observe something, I use this loop to create words, classes, and documents. If intent of tag is not in classes, then classes dot append classes dot append word comma, oh sorry, classes dot append intent of tag only. Okay, so basically what I did till now was I declared 3 empty arrays, and then I made a loop in such a way that it created 3 different arrays for me: words, documents, classes. Words will consist of all the various different words that we have, and then documents will consist of. So what I want you guys to do is try to obtain the difference between what is in the words. Oh, sorry, what is in the words, what is in the documents, and what is in the classes. Print these three and observe the outputs, understand the difference. This is the first step in the word processing. We tokenized the information. Okay, and the next process that we are going to do is called it is called lemmatization. I asked you guys to go through lemmatization. Did anyone understood what lemmatization is? Okay. Let me know if you're facing any issues. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Today, so many research, PhD researchers are also going to social media, whatever, any sentimental analysis
Mhm.
in Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, whatever, any regional languages also there.
Mhm.
Is possible with the type of tokenizer or any other work?
Yes. There are a few uh, libraries. Let me give you one example. Okay. Actually, in the local languages, there are a lot of data sets available. Let me show you. You can actually find that in the Kaggle. There are multiple data sets actually. If you take this example, the same NLP we did for English, you can actually do it for, you can actually get these data sets directly from here. I'm sending you one link. This is just for the Telugu example. If you take Tamil, see there is for Tamil as well. They have Tamil news classifiers, movie review data sets. I don't know what it is. Tirukkural dataset. Okay. So there are multiple data sets here, and you can also look at the sources. So that is the reason why I'm focused, and the procedure is the same. The kind of uh, the tokens and everything. Let us see any example of this data set. Let me open this. So normally you may ask, like, here we are, whenever we are processing, right, we are accessing the information with what? See, if you observe patterns in line number 17, this orange colored ones, patterns, intents, tag, and all these are the key values. Those are keys actually. You are not playing with data. So if you take these kind of data sets, your data will be in the local language. Okay. But here the challenge is that you cannot just directly compare or read the language, right? Basically it needs to get converted into English. So if you have a script in Tamil, right, so basically that should be first translated. The tokenization can be done, but after tokenization you need to perform translation, because if at all you want to access the information or take the information and use it for something else, then in those cases, what will happen is, if at all you want to do the data pre-processing, you can't do it in your local language, right? That is not possible. So for that, translation should be done. Let us see. If we look at a dataset example, then you will understand. Actually, as you were saying, this is also useful in your sentimental analysis. NLP is also one component in the sentiment analysis and trying to understand what is there in the message that people are. Okay, let us download it. Everyone download this dataset, Tamil NLP dataset. I'll send you this link. So if you observe, the dataset that you got is in it's in XLS format, I guess. Let's see. Let's see Tamil movie reviews. I hope this will be in. And one more thing is, if you are able to translate the information, see in this dataset. Hi there, how are you, and all. Let us say in Tamil, what this would be? This would be Vanakkam, right? Let's say in this case, irrespective of Vanakkam, you can actually build the model, because whatever the model that you're building, whatever the tokenization that you're doing, it is not dependent on the data. It is dependent on, or your operations are dependent on the key values, but not the data. So there are two simple ways to do it. Either directly retrieving it from the CSV file. See, the problem here is, this is one data set that we got, it is somehow not able to read the information. This is the primary challenge when it comes to the local languages. So that is why if you translate the information, actually there is no need to translate also, because if you are having some, let us say for Vanakkam, if you convert it into some encrypted format or encoded format, for Vanakkam, this is some encrypted format. Okay, so irrespective, see, even if it is an encoded format of Vanakkam, the response would be the same, right? You may respond in English maybe, or you can just say the encrypted format of it as a response. You just need to change the data on the right hand side, irrespective of what language is. Hope you are getting my point. So all you need to work on is either translate the information if it is in a different script. If it is in the Tamil script, that is totally fine. If it is in a if it is an English script, that is totally fine. If it is in a actual local language script, then you need to translate the information or encode the information, or just convert it into a different understandable format and try to put it in the data side or value side in the JSON. And one more thing is, let us say I downloaded this Excel sheet. Okay, this is not in a JSON format. You may ask me, sir, this is not in the JSON format. Then how can I get an organized information like this? You can convert a CSV into a data frame, and the data frame can be converted into a dictionary. You can do that in pandas. Okay, I'll show you the conversion here. Just a second. You can open the Jamboard, or you can just see it here, not a problem. So basically what happens is, okay, so if it is in the Excel, or CSV. No, mostly your data sets will be here on in this format only. So you need to convert this Excel by using to Dept of pandas. This is a function to a dictionary, and this dictionary can in turn be converted into arrays, then perform tokenization, form words, the same procedure, form documents. We created these three variables, correct? And form the classes. If at all this information is in the script Tamil, then you need to perform any encoding technique to encode that into alphanumeric, English alphanumeric. This is not needed, but this would be easy for the developer to write the code. This is basically not needed. So, and also you need to make sure that key value pair distribution should be done. Key value pair distribution is nothing but, it will be in your dictionary format. Okay. So this whole process will be done using pandas. This whole process will be done using NLTK. Okay. Is it clear? Any more doubts around this? You can actually try with this Kaggle dataset that I sent you. Just see if you would be able to convert that information. There are see it is I think they also have a JSON format. Let me download this JSON. Let's see in which format they have. Yeah, see now. This is also JSON. The JSON which is similar to, I don't know what is written. I really can't understand. But see, you have the translations here. Some data sets come with the translations actually. So can you guys work on this data set? Anyone? If anyone is interested, you can work on this data set. I sent you this link. This is already converted data set. Transliteration is done. And there are few transliteration libraries also. The reason, one more thing is that when it comes to the Indian languages, there are still few. Python is open source, right? One research area that you guys can work on is working on the transliteration. Okay, a better and efficient transliteration algorithms, which will reduce the work of, like, you can take the raw data in Tamil and do a transliteration to English. You can work on that. That is one research area. And once that is converted, if that conversion is made simple, then it would be easy, right, to implement the algorithms. So you can build your own open source Python libraries to do multiple transliterations of Tamil or Malayalam or any other language that you have. That is one area of research. Once the data is given to you, then it comes back again to the tokenization, lemmatization and all. We'll see. It just acts like your normal English language, right? That flow is the same. Nothing changes. Okay. Any more doubts around this? You guys can ask.
No, sir. Good, sir. No.
Okay. And here, as I told you, we converted this information into multiple formats. And one more thing is, actually I was waiting, what is lemmatization? Can anyone explain what is lemmatization? I'm not asking about Python's lemmatization, normal normal lemmatization.
Sir, reducing something to its root.
Sorry, reducing?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, tell me.
To its root form. Reducing something to its root form.
Yeah. So,
Lemmatization. In NLP, they say that reducing the word to its root word.
okay. Okay, good.
Thank you.
So, root word. So, what is root word? So, I'll tell you why exactly we need to reduce the information into root words is, if you take conversations, see, ultimately you need to understand what the other person is saying. That's it, right? You imagine yourself as a chatbot. Just need to understand what he's trying to say. That is the main intention there. And automated responses, you can give any kind of response. Let us say if you take this data set, look at this data set. So okay, let me give you one example. Take this response, or take this example. Thanks, thank you, that's helpful, awesome, thanks, thank you so much, thanks for helping me, or you're being very thankful. If you observe something, the intent behind all these words is the same. Okay, the person is saying thanks, that's it. Let us say someone is asking you as a chatbot, if they're asking you it would be great if you can help me, or I'm looking for some help, you're being so helpful, please be so helpful. Root word is nothing but help, helpful, helping, and there are various different forms. The root word for that is help only. If your system tries to understand it no need to understand present participle. Actually, if you make it more if you are able to understand the grammar also, that would be even great, right? So you can actually understand whether what exactly this person is trying to say. And that is the reason sometimes even if you say something in a correct manner, your chatbots won't reply properly, because they are having the lemmatized value but not the actual intent. Means, in which tense are you talking, in which context are you talking, right? So that comes with efficiency and understanding, making more and more efficient, making your NLP more and more efficient. You can achieve that. But here what we are, in this case, what we are doing is we are going to reduce the number of words to the root word. Okay, so I'll show you. And you may ask me, what is the reason for this? The reason for this is, let us say if you have conversations of nearly 1 billion, 1 billion conversation, 1 billion statements. In our language, if you're, let's say you're talking English from the last 10 days, how many repetitions you will use the same word multiple times? Will use, right? You say thanks commonly to most of the people. So you don't need to repeat it multiple times. You just need to compress it, reduce the information, because that 1 billion statements are not needed to learn, right? I just need a reduced and compressed format of the information, which will be more meaningful to make the machine learning model understand. So the words that we formed, actually, I'm going to change how words will look like from now. Words is nothing but a huge array with various different words, right? Hope you printed that value. Do one thing, just make them printed. Okay, just keep them as is. So now we are implementing lemmatization. Okay. So I'm taking words is equal to so first of all I will take this lematizer. Why lematizer? Because if you see here in line number 3, I named this function as lematizer. Guys, sorry, I forgot to give a break. I'll wrap it up soon. Okay, this concept is a little important. I actually forgot. So lematizer dot lematize lematize is a function which will perform the lemmatization process. And I'm taking this word and I'm going to convert each and every word into a lowercase. Okay, and for word in words, this is a single line. Actually, what you're doing here is you're just implementing a single line for loop with an if condition for words in words, and if word is not in, ignore words. Do you understand the code? Can anyone write this in a normal actually this particular line you can write it like this also, not a problem. Like for word in words, okay, if w not in, why ignore words, why I'm ignoring them? They are question mark and exclamation. So in the conversations that I had, if you look at here, see there are exclamations. I can ignore them. So I'm making sure those words are not present in the ignore words. And what is ignore words? It is having question mark and exclamation. So if w, oh sorry, if w not in words, then I take the lemmatizer, lemmatize the word dot lower. Actually, this is same as this one. I just wrote it in a single line. That's it. Okay, but it is better you practice programming in this manner. Line number 20, like line number 29. Okay, there is a single line for and if conditions. And now what you can do is, so once the lemmatization happens, okay, the words will be, again what you need to do is you need to write words dot append of w. Okay, so simply I'm just, instead of all these lines, I'm just putting it in a single line. Okay, hope you understood the sense. Now what we are going to do is we are taking the words and we are sorting the list. Just performing a simple sort operation, and now print how the words will look like. Execute this, perform the lemmatization, sorted the information, and then taking out the words. Okay. You will see a lemmatized values here. Let me know if any issues. So how can you use the same? See, here we are taking the data of um, the chat information. Okay. Now, what is sentiment analysis? That is a question. Actually, anyway, we are going to do a separate use case on sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis is like the extension of it. Even in sentiment analysis, the first part is for you to understand what the person is talking to you or what the person is writing. Let us say you want to do a sentiment analysis on Zomato or Swiggy. After looking at the reviews, you want to find out how your customers are feeling. Are they happy? Are they feeling happy or not about a particular restaurant? So sentiment analysis also can be implemented with the same process. Okay, the steps that you did till now, it is applicable for chatbot applications, mail applications, reviewing applications, reading the documents, understanding anywhere, any application which uses text, where text information is, you can apply this. All you need to have is some JSON information. And I also told you how to, if there is a JSON information, how to get it into a dictionary. If there is a CSV information, how to get it into a dictionary. Once you manage to get this information into an understandable dictionary format, that's it. As simple as it. Okay. So these are the newly formed words. Next, here you have I'm actually trying to sort everything. So print words, also print the classes. What is classes? Can anyone tell me what is there in the classes? And what is the equivalent? This question is important. What is the equivalent of classes in this program and the previous program that we used? Find out. Look at the previous program. Look at this program. What is the equivalent of the word classes here and there? What will classes consist in here? What will classes consist in the previous program? Both are the same. They just store the possible outcomes, possible labels of the outcomes, being more specific. So I'm using these classes. And one more very important thing here is, okay, I will share this complete code with you. I want everyone to execute and get the output. If you are not getting it, let me know. If you have any questions, you can ask. I sent you the code. Just take it and implement it.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, what about stemming operation, sir? Is it same like converting to a dictionary form?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Dictionary. See, converting dictionary is a data type conversion. That is by
Okay.
Python itself. That is
Okay.
basic Python operation.
Okay.
So
Okay.
stemming is like lemmatization.
Okay.
So it is also just like, you converting the information into a root word. But
Okay.
lemmatization is also specific for multiple languages. So
Okay.
lemmatization is actually more efficient than stemming. Actually, you can
Okay.
use there are stemming functions also in NLTK, but
Okay.
stemming is not much efficient than lemmatization. The
Okay.
process
Okay.
is the same. Almost it
Okay.
is the
Okay.
same. Yep.
Because I have seen people using lemmatization after stemming. In the steps itself, they used to mention like they used to do stemming.
Mhm,
After that,
mhm,
they used to do lemmatization.
mhm.
That is in the order they do like that. That is why I'm asking you, sir.
Stemming is not needed. We
Okay.
can directly implement lemmatization.
Implement lemmatization. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Because
Okay.
lemmatization will directly convert it into the root word. It will
Okay.
compress the information. So
Okay.
stemming is not needed. There are
Not
few.
needed.
There
Okay.
could be few specific applications, like if the data is very huge,
Okay.
if you need more accurate information, if you also
Okay.
want to find out the proper intent, then you can use
Okay.
stemming.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sir. I have seen in Twitter text analytics, people used to
Acha.
do stemming as well as lemmatization. Both they used to do,
Yes,
and that
yes.
is why I'm asking. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Actually, even this example, I have another version of the same code where stemming
Okay,
is implemented. So I
okay,
thought
okay.
lemmatization is more efficient, so I took
More
this.
efficient. Okay, it is better to do lemmatization. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And one more important difference between stemming and lemmatization is, see, both does the same. Like if you have a group of words like helpful, helping, helped, and all that, it will the root of that word is help only. Let us say there is an invalid word. That word is not even in English. Okay. Uh,
Okay, sir.
just for example, that is not a valid word in that language.
Okay,
So lemmatization will reduce or will get the root word which is in the language, but
okay,
stemming don't even care about whether that is a valid word or not.
okay, okay, okay,
Okay, that
sir.
is the
Okay,
main
okay, okay.
difference.
Main difference. Okay, okay, sir.
So then what happens is, if you are doing that, then your accuracy, because your machine learning model won't be able to understand because that word is not related to it.
Okay,
Sometimes we use some language, right? Like we use a mixed language. That word doesn't even exist, but we still use it
okay. Yes, yes,
in the
yes.
slang words and accent words and all that. So
Okay,
in some manner, they will make the systems efficient, but
okay,
means you can make your chatbot more diverse,
okay,
right?
okay.
Even if someone is talking in some stupid language, still
Huh.
your machine learning thing
We'll
will
do
be able to
them.
understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in those cases, you can use stemming. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Exactly. I understood. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So finally, I'm printing length of the documents, length of the classes, length of the words. It will just print the uh, length of all the arrays here, and it will just do this. So get this code from there. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see, serialize the information. Okay. So why exactly do I need to serialize the information is because, listen carefully. Um, so the architecture of this particular project is in such a way, just a minute. So what we are doing here is we will divide this project into two different boxes. Okay. One is the training box and the other one is the implementation box. or the chat box, you can say. So after you take the information in JSON format, we already did lot of process, right? Data pre-processing, conversion, tokenization, lemmatization, and all this. I took the JSON, okay, I tokenized, I lemmatized, then I formed arrays called words, documents, and classes. After this, okay, fine, I did all this. Okay. Now this file that we are writing, the Python file that we are writing, will just convert this JSON into words, documents, classes, correct? In real-time applications, actually you can do the training part or being more specific. Let me be even more specific here. What you can do is you can just dedicate this file to pre-processing. Okay, then I will obtain from this pre-processing. What I will do is I will create a separate training module, means training module, my own training module, where I perform the training, and GUI, graphic user interface. Okay, so to do training, what do I need? Pre-processed information. Okay, that is what we did in the last example also. You need to have pre-processed information to feed into this training, but this is in a separate Python file. This is in a separate Python file. Then how do I send the information? I cannot just send an array from here to there, no? So in order to do that, what I'll do is I will create two Python files which will contain words, these words, and classes. Are you able to relate this to the Iris example? In Iris example, we wrote something called dataset.values, and also we splitted the information into two parts, isn't it? So you took the values separately, you took the classes separately. So similarly, I am taking the words separately and I am taking the classes separately. And the format of these files is PKL format, PKL format, because whenever these are getting imported into this training module, they will get imported in a serialized manner. It will happen from a port. So it will happen in a serialized manner. So to first of all, your task, the last task for you in this program is to convert these words into pickle.dump. I'm dumping these words by creating a new file called words.pkl. Okay, so I'm creating this words.pkl here, and I'll be saving it in the same folder. So once you run this program, what will happen is you will end up creating two different files in the folder, in the chatbot build folder. You can check that actually. Just run this. If you run it, okay, it may take time. let it happen. Hello all. Sorry, I got dropped off because of Wi-Fi connection. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So I'll share the final code. Once you run the code, what you will identify is you will be able to see two different files getting created in the same folder, words.pkl file and let me give you the link for the code. The new code is now available on the same link. Everyone please get it and try to execute. I sent you the link on the chat. Now, that is the final code for data processing of any text information. Forget about chatbot, okay? Because this kind of data analysis, you can do it for sentiment analysis also. The only difference is that I'm doing it in a direction to build a chatbot. That's it. Rest all is the same, right? And also, if at all you want to do any exercise, I showed you one Tamil data set, right? You can get those data sets in CSV format. You can also find it in JSON format. Okay, just change the file name, import the downloaded file, whichever you want to use, and convert the same, do the same process, do the lemmatization and tokenization, and see if you are able to download the pickle files or not for your practice. So today, after the class, you can, if at all you have time, uh, take any JSON data. You can download from the internet. You can download from Kaggle. I already sent you one link previously. Take that data, take that link, download the JSON file or CSV file. If it is CSV file, it would be more good. Okay. Or you can also do one thing. You know, this would be more interesting. You have WhatsApp chats, right? Export your chat in a text format to your email. You can export your chats. Take any chat, export your chat to your email, take all the conversations. You need to figure out how to convert your WhatsApp conversations to JSON format. You can do that with Python. Okay, convert that. That is real chat information that you talk with your friends, right? That is real information. You can use that information also, or convert that information into a CSV file, then JSON, then array. CSV file, then dictionary, then arrays and all. Okay. So these are few exercises that you can try for today. Just summarizing what all happened today was, in the morning we took all the 6 algorithms and evaluated. We looked at how you can evaluate the algorithm using stratified k-fold. We found the k-fold value of each and every model or the algorithm that we got, and we found that SVM is more efficient for that data that I selected. And then I did a prediction uh, for the iris example. I predicted the value to, and I'm able to get the prediction with 97% accuracy. We did that, and now after that, we started working on text analysis, or NLP, natural language processing. We took the information in a JSON format, and we did the data pre-processing and converted the information into fine-tuned information into serialized information. And one more thing is the words that you created, you separated the words and also you separated the classes. Okay, you have values in the words.pkl file and you have classes in classes.pkl file. So tomorrow we will be continuing with this chatbot, and I will also teach you how to create user interfaces. Just like your HTML, you can create interfaces on Python also. Though it won't look that beautiful like HTML, I'll show you very quickly. I don't want to focus a lot on user interface, but I'll just those who are interested, you can explore and learn. We will use the library tkinter. You would have used it in your academics. So we'll take that example, we'll continue with it, and once that is done, we will work on one sentiment analysis example as well. Okay, by using natural language processing. Okay.
We need image processing also.
Yeah, image processing, oh sorry, I forgot to mention. There is one image classification example also. I will work on that. So even in image classification example, what we are going to do is we will be uploading an image, and you'll be doing some image manipulation techniques, image processing techniques. See, here it is text processing. There you're going to do image processing, and you will, whenever a new picture is getting uploaded, you will be able to find out to which outcome this picture will belong to. Okay, so it is just like this program, but little complex when we talk about image processing example. So we'll discuss that also tomorrow. Chatbot and sentiment analysis example and image processing examples, those will be addressed. So that is it for today, and please get back with doubts and also practice the example that I told you. It will be helpful for you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, students. Tomorrow also I'm at 10:45, and attendance will also be taken. Okay, students. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone.